Baltimore wins the tip. Now the starting group for Baltimore. They've got Siakam, Maker out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Pierce, and it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. Maker misses. Now here's Parker. Robinson with the block.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots.
And he just powered that one. One of the game's top dunkers. And so it's San Antonio with it, following the bucket by Baltimore. Here's Muhammad. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Bowling, good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's against Duncan. Now here's Pierce. Defense is right there. Great D that time from Duncan. Pierce, good.
Paul Pierce.
Pierce always been great at just getting into the heart of the defense. Feels real comfortable when he's in attack mode around the rim.
Now here's Ginobili. Parker looking around. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Here's Pierce. And a missed layup. Pierce has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. No good from Duncan. Now here's Maker. Covered by Duncan. From 8. The dunk by Robinson.
Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
Siakam against Ginobili. He takes it in. And stolen by Siakam. Pierce. And the layup's good off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence. And a guy who routinely outworks people. This team feeds off his energy.
Well, Pascal Siakam is a guy described by his coach as a speed player. We know the pressure he puts on teams in transition. He's willing to mix it up physically and sacrifice his body in the post. And this guy will leave it all out on the floor. What a ceiling for Pascal Siakam.
Now here's Pierce. Pierce is double.
2 minutes.
On the wing, Wiggins. Down low. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
3 seconds.
There is checked in for Manu Ginobili.
Into the lineup for your home team.
San Antonio trails by 3. Ball's knocked loose. Oh, and here comes Pierce all alone. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Baltimore.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
There's something else they've done right from the get-go tonight is run. So much of their offense coming on the fast break.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the result.
Yao, he's checked in for Robinson. Green comes in for Maker. And Simmons subbed in for Pierce. Parker kicks to Muhammad. Back to Parker. It's sent back down by Simmons.
An excellent defender. Whether Simmons is in the post or roaming the perimeter, he's a shot-blocking threat.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile 1 block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Now here's Simmons. In the corner, it's Wiggins. This is it to Yao. And there's the call on Yao. That is his first foul of the game. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
personal
fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. You're double-checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's Parker. From outside the arc, Simmons pulls it in.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
They kick it out to Green. Looks for Yao, gets it to him. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
I think you can make a strong case that Draymond Green is the best passing four in the league. Unreal court vision.
Parker passes to Duncan. Muhammad against Yao. Here's Barry, and it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Parker dishes to Duncan.
And you know what, call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
Yao inside. Count it.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. 9-point game. With the floater, it's sent back down by Simmons.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Yao. Duncan with the block.
And that's part of his game. Love seeing Duncan just sky up there to reject shots. Does a great job of utilizing that wingspan along with his timing.
And so it's Baltimore in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back to the action after this word. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think here about Baltimore in this one?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
Muhammad out there with Duncan. Then it's Tony Parker. Then there's Barry. And it's Bowen in at the small forward. That's the San Antonio foul. Another miss by Yao.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And stolen by Wiggins. And it's going to be out of bounds. Baltimore will retain possession. San Antonio making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in. Baltimore leading by 7. And here is Yao. Yao draws the double. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Ginobili looking around. Top of the key, Duncan. Here's Barry. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And contact down the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Siakam.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And good on the second, so it makes him both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
And Baltimore calls time here. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Over in the corner, Green. Here's Yao. Yao draws the double. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Home team ball.
San Antonio trails by 7. Ginobili with the ball. Driving inside. It's sent back down by Simmons. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. Right block shot. Yao's shot is off.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. And how chaotic was this offseason for Simmons? I mean, the trade rumors swirling, stepping back from Team Australia, ultimately traded. And you talk about someone just dying for a fresh start.
They double team Yao. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Ginobili into the lane. Count the basket. Ginobili's got his first bucket in this one.
Ginobili, he's like a whirling dervish when he's driving inside. Just kind of glides his way to the basket.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. It's sent back down by Simmons.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Yao draws the double. And he makes the 8-footer. Yao's got the lead up to 9 now for Baltimore.
And you got to appreciate the skill set Ming brings to the table. Knows no one can match up against him and simply lofting these inside shots up and in.
On goal here, the Spurs decide to talk it over. Have to like what we're seeing from Yao Ming.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low. And with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
Hands it from downtown. Ginobili's got 5 points so far.
How about that lefty stroke here? It is a thing of beauty. He is dialed in from deep.
Yao draws the double. Here's Simmons, rejected by Ginobili. And he gets it back. And they'll get another chance.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed.
That's your gamer tag WSG Trippy.
Gotta start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Ginobili driving in, and it's slammed in by Ginobili.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. It's good, and the Baltimore lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Duncan.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
And there's the drive. The basket counts in 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Defensive
Yeah,
foul.
outstanding job there of taking the harm.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Tony Parker's checked in for the
For your
Spurs.
home team. Red Berry, 1 shot.
Baltimore leading by 3. Now Simmons. And Muhammad sends it back. Duncan up on top. He's covered by Yao. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings is incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Barry.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And Baltimore calls time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And Baltimore going with a whole new group out there. Here's Irving. No good again that time.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Bowen. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And it's Baltimore on the break. Here's Mikan. Here's Maker. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And a close game so far. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Have to like what we're seeing from the out. Oh, man.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Baltimore. We've got Maker. Pierce out there with Irving. Then it's Kuminga. And it's Mikan in at center. Parker against Pierce. Parker passes to Duncan. Pass to Bowen. Clock at 6. Ginobili with the 3. Baltimore with the rebound. Outside Pierce. Over Ginobili. The shot by Pierce will not go. Second half rolling along now. About a minute play here. Ginobili the pass to Muhammad. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Muhammad's got the lead up to 2 now for the Spurs. Pierce for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Pierce has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Duncan left side. Picks it out to Ginobili. Oh, good on the 3. Baltimore with the ball. They lead by 1. Here's Mikan, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Tries again, and it's good on the layup.
He just has such great command of that area of the floor. Mikan puts just as much effort into his offensive rebounding as he does at the other end.
Ginobili against Irving. Ginobili can't hit. Baltimore leading by 3. Now here's Maker. He gets it in there. Maker's got his second basket.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
And so it's Ginobili bringing it up now for the Spurs. Shot to stop the run. Again, the miss by Ginobili.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Mikan passes to Irving. Here's Mikan. Kicks to Kuminga. Just 5 on the clock. Takes the 13-footer. Mikan, no good. San Antonio trails by 5. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
In the third. 2 minutes.
Parker against Pierce. Over Ginobili. Offensive rebound. Here's Mikan. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That's his first personal
killing him on the interior.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
George Mikan at the line for 1.
And really, nobody's had a bigger impact on the NBA than George Mikan. He continues to set the standard for post play. I mean, scoring, defending. Mikan proves how an elite big man can change the game.
San Antonio calls timeout.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
For Baltimore. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Duncan, and misses it off the right side of the ring.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Now, here's Siakam. He's tightly guarded. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Siakam's got the lead up to 10 now for Baltimore. They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works.
Here's Parker. Second chance shot. That one doesn't go. Nice D from Russell.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Parker, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots come out.
And Parker, terrific at drawing the foul there. He's as good as anybody at initiating the contact.
And Parker drops them both. Baltimore leading by 8. Russell dishes to Robinson. And that one, good.
David Robinson.
The energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
And the officials will call the illegal scoop right there.
And not the most common call in the NBA, but hard to argue that pit wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Come to me, come to me.
20 seconds left to play in the third. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Duncan gets a wide open look. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Duncan's got 6 points.
Yeah, the assist by Parker, just brilliant. Really seeing his teammates out there.
Count that bucket.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's Baltimore enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we'll be right back after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, all about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Parker. Duncan is out there with Muhammad. Then there's Ginobili. And it's Bowen in at the 3. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Wiggins. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got 6 rebounds in the game. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Yeah, he's checked in for Robinson.
Team foul. Checking in for the
Here's Parker. Lays it up off the glass.
And able to get it done once again in close. Just one of the ultimate finishers at the rim.
Yeah, draws the double. It's stolen by Duncan. Pass to Bowen. From downtown, traps in the tray. Bowen's got it back down to single digits for San Antonio.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
They double team Young. Chalk up 2 there.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And here is Parker. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. The feed to Muhammad. Wiggins with the block.
Using every bit of that 7-foot wingspan, Wiggins airmailing it back.
Now draws the double. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
That's his first personal.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for Baltimore.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
And not to mention all the steals they've piled up. They've gotten after it defensively.
San Antonio trails by 12. Knocks it loose and stolen by Yao. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Ginobili with the ball. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Parker finds Duncan. And another shot. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Poked away. It's stolen by Duncan. Outside, Ginobili. And it's Russell with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing far.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's foul number 2 for him. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Who's the loudest?
present our New Balance Player of the Game, Yao Ming.
And I would point to his shooting percentage as the key reason he's our pick. And that sounds simple, but he hadn't tried to do too much. He hasn't tried to force his shots, just kind of waited and worked to get good looks. And in the end, he's found plenty of them.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. No surprise, he was not happy with the turnovers. He told them, we are giving this one away, guys. We've got to be more careful with the ball. Play with the offense and get good open shots. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Here's Baker. Good, nice job down low. Maker's got the lead up to 14 now for Baltimore. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Parker trying to get something going. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
That's his second personal
Yeah,
foul.
I think that one closes the door on any comeback hopes.
For the away
Impressive
team,
performance.
To me, they just looked a step quicker out there. They certainly looked to want it more than their opponent.
Now here's Ginobili. It's tipped and taken away by Brown. Over Ginobili. Rebound San Antonio. 59 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul.
D'Angelo Russell.
That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul. Checking in for your home team.
There's 57 seconds left in the fourth. Duncan finds Jones.
Josh Richardson. Trey Jones.
To the left wing. Duncan, the pass to Jones. Just 5 to shoot. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. The shot by Ori, no good. Baltimore on offense. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's Mikan. It's hauled in by Duncan. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Jones, no luck. Driving the lane. Mikan's shot is good. And Baltimore leads by 19.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
And so it's Baltimore with the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.